Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to make my current Pikachu. So this is the one I do currently now for the past 2 years. This is my favorite one. It's fast, quick, for me, for events, for restaurants. And the benefit about this one versus the previous one I showed in my previous video is that this one can also have a costume on. So if you're not a Pokemon Go person, what a costume is a hat. So we're going to show you that. So let's go. I'm using a 350 and I believe two 260s. So I'm going to pump it up about 4 times. Burp it. Tie it. Okay. And the first part I'm going to do 2 pinch twists. But like I said, this is the way I make my 2 pinch twists, and I don't want it symmetry. I don't have to have it symmetry. So I'm going to make a bubble here, about a 1-inch bubble here, and another 1-inch bubble. So I'll make a bubble here, 1-inch bubble, a second one. The second bubble, I'm going to pinch twist that one first. And now that I have it locked in, I can just grab the nozzle and just wrap it around the second pinch twist. And then I have 2 pinch twists real fast and quick and easy. They're not perfectly symmetry, but I don't want it to be symmetry. So there is a way of doing it to make it perfect similar, but I don't do that right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make about a 1-inch bubble here. I'm going to make about a 4-inch bubble right here. So just eyeballing it. So I'm going to do about a 4-inch right here. And this is the face, just FYI. And then I'm going to do another similar 1-inch or maybe 1.5 to 2-inch bubble right here. Similar to that on this side. So this is where I'm at. So 2 pinch twists right here, a bubble, a 4-inch bubble, 4 to 5-inch bubble, and then another bubble. And I'm going to lock this one. I'm going to lock it into the 2 pinch twists. So I'm going to bring it over, lock it in. Okay, so we're at this part right now. Okay, and then I'm going to do a 1-inch bubble and another 1-inch bubble and pinch twist the second one. So I'm going to do a 1-inch bubble, another 1-inch bubble, and pinch twist that one. And then I'm going to bring it and shove it through the pinch twist. So basically this is just a spacer. The first 1-inch bubble is just a spacer. This bubble as a pinch twist is going to be shoved through on the other side. It's going to hold the other side. This part is going to hold the ears really. So I have it on the other side. So the pinch twist is right here now because I just shoved it through. And the spacer is right, the 1 inch, and the pinch twist is right here. So I just shoved it through. So now it's nicely locked in place. So once I get to this point, now I'm going to grab one of my 260 balloons. 260, pump. And I pump it up about 2 times on the dual. Burp it. And then I'm going to do the ears. And I do about a good 4-finger, a loose 4-finger maybe, bubble. I'm going to grab the 350, and you see where the pinch twist is? I'm going to lock it in where the pinch twist is. So this is the tightest part, but it's doable. So I lock it in, and then I just rotate the other side. And then I just mirror this ear to this ear. So I do about that. And then I kill this balloon, but I also save it because I'm going to use this for the arms later. So I kill it. Tie this. So I'm here. Save this for later. Stay. And so here's the ears and here's the body. To make it a little bit more outward, this pinch twist, instead of going it in this parallel to the head, I'm going to do it adjacent to the head. So this is parallel. I'm going to make it adjacent. So I'm going to just twist it, or 90 degrees. So I twist it at 90 degrees, and then I adjust the ears, and you can massage them however you want. So the ears go a little bit more vertical that way because this was in the way. So this becomes, the pinch twist actually becomes a spacer for between the 2 ears. So it doesn't have that too much of a V shape, which I kind of like. That's why I prefer this Pikachu. And The other reason too, it won't come out because these ears actually holds it in place. Now that I have that, I'm going to make the body. And so I'm going to do, there's two versions that I do a body, but if I want to put the light in, I'm going to show you right now because the other version, you don't need the light and it's the quicker version, but all it is just go straight down, pinch, twist, and you're done. But for this one, I'm going to show you what I do to hide, put a light in and hide it. So I'm going to do about a loose four finger because this is the front of the body. This one I do a 1-inch bubble, pinch, twist that. So I'd end right here actually, you know, for the Pikachu, do the feet and the hands, and then it comes out perfect. To put a light in here, you can't put a light unless you shoved it in. I don't prefer it that way because I prefer speed. So that being said, I'm going to go back here and lock it in between the two pinch twists. So I just go right here, find the right spot, about a 4 finger, make a bubble, and then I lock it in between the two pinch twists, and then kill the rest. But if you're not going to put a light, you don't have to do this extra part. Because if speed is an essence and... Well, it's not really a speed because I showed you the previous video on the show cards that Pikachu I would do if I was in a hurry. I wouldn't make this Pikachu. I'd make that Pikachu because out of sight, out of mind. They don't know. They won't see a difference between the two unless they saw me at a previous party. But I would adjust. I would let them know the truth, saying, "Hey, unfortunately, at a party, there was 30 less kids. I was there for 2 hours. Not a problem. As you can see, there's 50, 60 kids. I'm here for 2 hours. I have to modify my designs. Therefore, I have to get everybody balloon. So this is the design I'm making for this part." They get it. They understand. So I did this extra part. So if I need to put a light in, I shoved it in. So I modified this over a year. Last couple of years, I've been making this version. You can not use this and not have a light, but add this to have the light. Now we're going to grab that extra balloon for the arms, the leftover, and we're going to lock it in the two pinch twists. I'm going to wrap it around. And then I'm just going to adjust, wrap it, contour it, and I'm also going to do a shock twist. And then find the right middle, and then make a bubble there. And then just reverse what I just did for the other hand, okay? And then lock it in back in the pinch twist as well. Okay. And then you have a third ear. Kill that third ear. And you tie it off. Or just wrap it around the pinch twist a couple times, and you don't have to tie it off. That's another out. Then you can just adjust the hands, come a little bit more down, and then that's the top part, the Pikachu. And now we're gonna get one more 260. So believe it or not, this is only a 3 balloon design of a Pikachu. So about 2 pumps again, burp it, tie it. And what I do is 2 loop twists for the feet or 2 demi twists, which I prefer. So demi twist. Oh, so what a demi twist or a popcorn twist is, instead of doing a loop twist like this, I'm actually twisting it about a quarter of a turn and then doing the loop twist at the same time. So it's a knacky thing to get used to. And then I'm locking it. And then for the beginning, I'm locking it and shoving the nozzle on the other end. So I have this twisted foot that's more not loopy. It's more of the reason why they call it a popcorn twist is because if you make them really, really small, they actually look like popcorns. And the demi twist is just half twist. That's what it's called. So that being said, and so I'm gonna do another demi twist. And the reason why I call it a demi twist more than a popcorn twist is because I learned it from Ed Shi. Ed Shi was the first one that I saw to make this demi twist. So that being said, I have the 2 feet right here, and I'm going to lock it in on the bottom of the pinch twist. I'm going to slide it right in, lock it in and out. And then I just put the pinch twist on the bottom. So I'm going to put the feet out. like that, like that. And then the tail, I just bring it up a little bit. So you want it angulated, you don't want it straight back, because as for optics and for visual, you want to have that tail kind of cruising in the back end, kind of just subtly showing off. So that's what I have it. And all I'm going to do is just do that S. Real quick and easy. And then I do about a 4-finger and kill the rest. Tie that. Okay. So I'm going to clean up the ears. Just make it nice and tight. As best I can. And of course the tail. Okay. Actually, I'll put the pinch twist this way. Sideways. Like that. Put the tail up. So I have at the bottom here. Arms here. The back here. And then there's the front. Okay. So now we do the drawing. For the pens, I do the following for this Pikachu. I use a black, a red. Brown is optional. You don't really need it. And the white. For the black, I'm going to do the quick ears. So to do the ears, I just do that real quick. For the eyes, I make quick big circles. That one's off a little bit. Under pressure. So the eyes. For the nose, I just do an upside down triangle. Like that, very small. Upside down triangle on the camera. And then for the mouth, so the top mouth, I just go from eye to eye. So from this eye, I start from this eye, just do 2 humps, reverse humps. It's okay if it's off. It looks off anyways. And then you just go down, make a big U shape, like that. And then I make the reverse of the humps for the tongue. And then I fill in the in-between. Fill in the between. So this is even off, a little off, but like I said, it's okay to be off to some extent. Okay. So there you go right there. So this is, you're done with the black. The red for the cheeks and the mouth. So I'm going to just add the red on the mouth. So there's the red. Cheeks. Right here. Right here. And I usually go upside down on this part. Because I'm a lefty. Then I just adjust. And there you go. Cheek. Cheek. White eddings is just for the eyes. That's it. So for that, all I do is a circle here. Circle here. I usually go on the upper right side. And then make a dot, 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 dot. If I really want to go crazy, I could just make a swoosh here, a swoosh here. It's optional. So dot, 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 swoosh, swoosh. You don't have to do the swoosh, swoosh. I just do it whenever I feel like it, whenever I have time. And for the brown, if you want to do the brown, I just go on the back of the Pikachu. And all I do is a big oval shape, another oval shape. Like that, like that. Very small subtlety. Sometimes the kids ask for the tail to be colored. Then I just give them my pen and make them do it. Because they want to. So then at least they're kind of connected to it. So, oh, I did this part. So look, mommy, and they're happy. And they're happy with just the tail alone because they did it. So that's a cool thing. So sometimes if they ask that, it's like a 10% or 5% where they ask for the tail to be colored in. And then I give them I don't give them this. Actually, I give them the regular Sharpies, my black Sharpies. I give them my black Sharpies to use. And this Pikachu can be lighted up so it could prepare for the light. So here, I only use these if I'm in an outdoor environment in the summer, I don't use the lights. I may or may not, depends. But if it's in an indoor summer, of course I use the lights because even with this studio lightings, for this Pikachu, and I told you that I did this back end, I could put the light right in between here. So I'm going to put the light right in between. And then whenever I'm ready, all I have to do is pull the tab. Because it's just frictioned in there nicely and snug, all I have to do is pull it and it locks it in. And then I just wrap it around and then hide the strap. So I just pull it and wrap it. And it's a cool effect because people go, ooh, you get the oohs and ahs if they've never seen this before. And that's a great thing, especially when you're doing a restaurant or at a party, because that's the memory that they're going to remember out of that whole event or that experience. As long as you're part of that, that's a good thing. That's the Pikachu. So now that we finished the Pikachu, now I'm going to teach you how to make a customary costume for him. Which, if you're not a Pokemon Go person, it's just a hat. That's all it is. The most popular one, of course, is Detective Pikachu. So it's a brown hat. So all you're going to need is a 5-inch round and a 260 balloon. Or 160 balloon, whatever's easier. But if you have a small stash in a small bag of balloons, most likely you just need a 5-inch round and a 260. And if you watch my previous videos, a 5-inch round is perfect for a turtle that I created. So that being said, you should have that in your bag if you're following my stuff. But if not, there's alternatives. And I'm going to show you that as well with just a 260 balloon as well. It still holds water. People will like it and you can get away around it. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So here's the 5-inch round, and I'm going to mouth inflate since it's in my house. And you only want to do it, since the Pikachu is this small, you're only going to need a small hat like that. So it's like a small size of about 1.5 inches. You can tie it, but I'm not going to tie it because I'm just going to show you alternatives. So there's a connection point right here in the middle, like when we were making the Pikachu in the beginning. So I'm just going to wrap it around there real quick. Come on, there we go. So you pretty much got a round balloon right now. Okay, so the next part is you're gonna need a 260 balloon. And with a 260 balloon, the quick alternative is that you would get a scrap 260 balloon in your bag and you would make a balloon about this size, soft, and you would want to have a lot of extra slack on both sides. Well, this is not that much, but this is good enough. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap it around, just around this end, from this end to this end. So you can actually kind of see how it's going. And the slack, this slack is gonna go behind the ears and it's gonna lock in the 2 pinch twists in the back. Right there, that 2 pinch twist, not the one in the front. The one in the front is the one that's holding the white, the brown 5-inch round, but the slack is gonna connect to the 2 back 260 balloon, 260 pinch twist. It's a tongue twister. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it real quick and loose right here. Just do a quick wrap once. Then I'm gonna grab it, wrap it around. Then use the other one and just wrap it around the 260 right here. I'm gonna do it real loose and easy because I'm gonna remove it after. And then all I'm gonna do is just adjust. So right now it's all wonky. I just put this in the front, put the ears, stretch. I could stretch the ears out. I could put it sideways. You have that flexibility. Let me massage it and everything. And you got your Pikachu like so. And it's a quick, cute hat. And you can push it forward a little bit. So he's kind of like coasting as well. And since it's a brown hat, if you don't want it to be a detective, you could also do some sort of brand like, what is a brown? Okay. You would do something like SD. Okay, some of you guys might not like that, but that's okay because I live in Orange County. I could do SF, that's even worse, but you get the point. But I could do that and then people will like it, especially if you're in that town, San Diego. So that's one way. Let me get rid of that. And another alternative, if you don't carry a 5-inch round as well. So let me show you that. So we're back to the Pikachu. So if you don't have a 5-inch round, an alternative is using a 260 balloon. But this time I'm going to use a blue balloon. So I'm going to use this one. Just pump it up. Maybe about that size. That's good. So if you're a San Diego fan, it's powder blue. Okay. All the LA people hate me now. Okay, so this one we're gonna do a loop twist. So this is gonna be the top of the head, and you're gonna do about 3-4 inches loop twist, and then you're gonna lock this one. So it's basically like the beginning of a flower when I was teaching you. Lock that in. We're gonna put this in the pinch twist right here. Lock it in. So all I'm gonna do is just drop it down. I better stand up. Stand it. Put it in. So it's in the pinch twist. See right there. So this is locked in. I didn't wrap it, but you're gonna have to wrap it. And then I'm gonna do a spacer bubble. So I'm gonna do a one balloon, 1 inch, maybe a 1 or 1/4 inch spacer bubble right here. What that does is just separates the balloon. So when I wrap it around, it has that space. That's why it's called a spacer bubble. So it gives you that space to help it out. This one I'm gonna do a bubble and a pinch twist. And then all I'm gonna do is squeeze the rest of the balloon. And then I'm just gonna wrap it around, nice and snug around this blue loop twist. So we're just gonna wrap it around nice and tight. Nice and tight. Then you have a different version of a Pikachu. And then you just stretch the ears out because you have the flexibility to stretch it out so it goes up, down, sideways. And then the rest of the blue you kill. Tie it up. And then you have another detective hat, but it's not brown. So this time I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna use my white innings this time. I should have used dark blue, like I said. And then you could do something like this. So all you East Coast people are gonna hate me now. So that's all I'm saying. So you could have that. You get the point, you know. Or you could just twist it around. We won't go pro then. We'll just do this one instead. And then you just do something like this. Maybe you could just do some script. Any type of script you want. You know, kind of like that. Something like that. You can do that as well. So it's your choice. All right, guys. So that is it for the Pikachu hats. Like I said, you can make it as a detective. You can do it as a sports memorabilia hat. Like I said, you can do a football, any team, college. And this is just an added feature that the clients will just go, oh my God, because they have nostalgia. Most of them went through college. So them having a Pikachu with their college team on top, they love it. So that's another thing you can do as well. Or the local teams that are near you. I live in Orange County, so most popular ones is the Angels and of course the Dodgers. So that's why. And for colleges is UCLA, USC. You get the point. Whatever's in your town, you know what to get. And like I said, this guy also does light up too. You would have to get a light. In my previous video, I showed you the lights, and it's the other Pikachu video as well. So that's the one with the light, so it pops, and people go crazy with that. That's about it. So if you like what you see, don't forget to put a comment down below. Tell me what Pokemon you want me to work on, or what Pokemon you want to see next as a tutorial. Also look at my other videos, because I may have the Pokemon already, because I'm going to be doing like a batch of characters, like whatever flows. I'm going to do 1 or 2 more Pokemon characters, and then I'm going to jump over to another brand or style or whatever of that nature. So I'm going to do a batch format. So check out my other videos, see if that Pokemon is there too as well that you want. Just like I said, leave a comment. That would help me out, so at least I know what you want, so I can create it or show you what I already have. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you next week. Take care.